If you or someone you know has suffered harassment on social media due to speaking out against domestic violence, sexual assault and abuse, No Peace No Quiet has created an independent data collection service where survivors can bring their concerns of harmful inflammatory posts and comments that are designed to drive hate, harassment, and incite violence against survivors. This service is called the Misconduct ticketing system. No Peace No Quiet is working to change social bias through public education and by holding social media companies accountable for failing to follow their terms of service, community guidelines, and misdirected algorithms that amplify and spread misinformation, harassment, hate, and violence against survivors of abuse. In 2022, California passed Bill AB 587 into law that holds social media companies accountable to their terms of service. This law requires social media companies to submit a semi-annual report to the California Attorney General, a terms of service report, which must include various information on how the social media companies are handling issues like harassment, hate speech, and misinformation through their content moderation practices. The Attorney General of California is required to make all submitted terms of service reports available to the public in a searchable repository on its official website. If the social media companies do not provide the report, there are heavy fines they must pay to California. Sounds good, right? Here is the issue. Under this law, the social media companies are responsible to monitor themselves. There are no checks and balances to ensure the reports they provide are accurate, and that this legal requirement will yield the desired outcome and expectations of the public. No Peace No Quiet is helping to solve this problem through educational content and independent data collection of these harmful behaviors driving social bias. Collecting data independently through the Misconduct ticketing system allows No Peace No Quiet to create a watchdog report to support public expectations and the intention of this law. By No Peace No Quiet providing an independent report to the California Attorney General's office will ensure the voices of victims and survivors of domestic violence, sexual assault, and abuse are represented in the fight against social bias. Why is it so important to focus on social bias against survivors of abuse? Social bias is the leading cause why victims and survivors rarely find justice in the legal system. Survivors of abuse often face a daunting uphill battle when seeking justice within the legal system, primarily due to entrenched social biases. These biases can manifest in various forms, such as victim blaming, disbelief, or minimizing the severity of the abuse. Society's tendency to scrutinize survivors' actions, attire, or past relationships instead of focusing on the perpetrator's behavior reinforces these biases. Additionally, societal attitudes towards gender, race, sexuality, and socioeconomic status further compound these challenges, as marginalized individuals are disproportionately affected. These biases not only deter survivors from coming forward, but also undermine their credibility and the likelihood of their cases being taken seriously by law enforcement, legal authorities, and juries. As a result, many survivors find themselves trapped in a system that fails to deliver the justice and validation they deserve. No Peace No Quiet services are used to help promote education and foster allyship for survivors. The Misconduct ticketing system is not a replacement for reporting harassment and threats of violence to the proper authorities, or taking legal action against the perpetrators. It is an additional tool to be used to combat the challenges survivors face. The data collected helps to support change by bringing awareness to the problem. No Peace No Quiet's forms used to collect data are supported by JotForm using the same level of SSL encryption protection that is used for online banking and e-commerce. In addition to accessing their services from the website nopeacenoquiet.org, you can also access the services on their app. The QR code for the app can be found on the website. If you would like to participate in supporting meaningful change for victims and survivors of domestic violence, sexual assault, and abuse, please submit the harmful content you see on social media to No Peace No Quiet's Misconduct ticketing system at nopeacenoquiet.org. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, share, and follow for more.